Business of the Business with John Paz and Lavi Margolin. It's your deep dive into the
with
pro.
Who?
John Paz and Lavi.
I know John Paz. Who's the other guy?
Lavi Margolin is that's his co-host.
Who is that?
He's very analytical. I like Lavi. I don't know.
Well, who is he though?
I don't know what his.
he sounds like a.
Yeah.
Who is Lavi?
First of all, you got to hear this guy's voice. He sounds like a.
Heard him?
Yeah, he sounds like a human
computer.
Pull up
a clip, Joe.
Business of the Business.
Joe, pull up a clip from this kid.
Like Ben Shapiro's, like artificial intelligence,
like clone, right? Yeah, like it's
yeah.
No, he was on the Trump Mania show. Remember we interviewed that guy who did the Trump Mania podcast.
Wait, we didn't interview this guy.
No.
The guy that did the Trump podcast.
Yeah,
I thought John Paz is the guy that did the Trump podcast.
But here, let me see if I can get you.
Well, who's Lavi? You keep
the torch at the LA Coliseum.
That's him.
Drawing a capacity or maybe near capacity crowd at the beginning of the timeline. And ticket sales are also.
That's his voice. That's what you wanted to hear, right?
Yeah, I want to hear what he sounds like, but I don't want to know who he is. Like,
no, I don't have his background. I don't have his. I don't have his bio in front of me. Yeah.
It's like John Paz and the Lavi podcast.
Yeah, but
like,
Business of the Business.
And you're like, here he is. And you play his voice. I'm like, okay, yeah, now I know what he sounds like. I still don't know who the guy is. What does he do?
Well, I don't know.
I don't have that.
Where does he come from, bro? Where do you meet him, or what's going on?
I don't have the information. Yeah, I trust John Paz. John Paz recommended me. He said you should bring this show on. Me and Lavi do a terrific job, and it's doing all right. People want that deep dive.
John Paz is getting his friends.
You wouldn't tell him if it was doing bad, so don't.
Sight unseen. You can bring this guy on. Hey, John Paz says Lavi so-and-so would be a good addition. Like, sure, let's bring him on.
Yeah, why not?
And everybody's like, okay, who is this guy? It's like, I don't know. John Paz said he'd be a good addition.
He's the Business of the Business co-host. He was on Trump Mania.
That's how all the great companies grew. You know?
Yeah, sight unseen. But
don't worry. Don't vet him. Don't interview him. Just trust me.
That's how some of the bad turns for Creative Control happened. But you got a point. But they did have friend of the show Matt Farmer on Business of the Business this week. So
I like Matt Farmer.
Yeah. He's on there. He's from Defy Wrestling, and they talk all about the entire pro wrestling spectrum.
Very good mind. Very, very, very good mind for the business.
Yeah, Matt's fandom as well. How he got into it, some pro wrestling history.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, and then you got the University of Dutch with Dutch Mantell. Dutch also on with John Paz. They're doing it looks like a TNA retrospective type show. And
let me stop the press right here.
Yeah,
somebody sent me this. Where Dutch said on last week's show or the week before, he was like, oh, yeah, Konnan is the only guy that ever sued me and apologized to me. He called me and he apologized. He goes, what do you sue me for? And he goes, I don't know. I had to sue you. Yeah, you know I sued you and everybody in that company, so don't act dumb. If you want to come on this show, I'll tell it to your face. I like you, Dutch, but don't people.
That was
you guys are saying racist and I wasn't putting up with it anymore.
That was from his show?
No, it was from the Joel.
Oh, I don't know if he's done an interview or I don't know.
Joel McGuire show. No, yes, it was the Dutch show or whatever the it's called.
What do you say now?
He said that he goes, yeah, Konnan, he sued me and then he called and he apologized. He goes, I don't know why I sued you. That never happened, okay?
So that's the University of Dutch. This week they cover Final Resolution 2006 TNA, which featured AJ Styles.
I like Dutch,
and Tanahashi.
bro. I do, but don't people.
Well, Dutch has always had an invite to come on this show. You've mentioned.
I've done his show.
You've mentioned it to me several times, but we've never gotten him. I don't know. Maybe he's harbors some resentment. And then Francine show.
I would doubt it.
You don't think so?
No, this is way too long ago. Yeah. I think all those guys have gotten over that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, you and Jeff got over it, obviously.
Yeah,
Conan.
you and Jeff
right. Yeah, I'm over with everybody, but don't people.
Right.
You know, I mean, let's keep it real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what happened, and I'm cool with him. But, yeah.